Just testing. I am testing to make sure that I'm live. I am live. Listen, greetings to all of you that are watching this live stream. I'm going to be talking about vibe coding for small businesses. So if you're a small business, the basics of prompting. Listen, it's all about prompting when it comes to vibe coding. Now, what is vibe coding? Vibe coding is you leveraging AI to do the heavy lifting for you, right? So using AI to create your website, your landing pages, to create your whatever you want to create with AI. AI comes from vibe coding, right? You're vibing it. You're letting AI do the work while you're focusing on, right, your business. You're focusing on whatever it is that you're doing. AI is doing all the heavy lifting. Now, everybody's using AI, right? But some people are getting a better output. You're going to have to use AI eventually. It's inevitable. So you might as well start practicing right now, start understanding it. So when it comes to AI, you have to know prompting is the key, right? How to communicate with the AI, how to prompt the AI. So that's what I'm going to talk about. AI for small businesses, vibe coding one-on-one, how to prompt the machine, how to prompt the AI so you can get the output that you're looking for. Because listen, you want to be very meticulous in your output so you can get the result, so you can get the outcome that you are looking for. So let me give you an example, right? So I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. But listen, just remember, everybody's using AI. If you're not using AI, if you're a small business owner, you're not using AI, your competitor next door, they're using AI and they're vibe coding it. Basically, what they're doing is they're letting AI do all the heavy lifting for them. All they're doing, they're just giving a prompt and then the AI is doing all the heavy lifting. So let me share my screen, right? So I can show you exactly what we're talking about when it comes to vibe coding, right? Now, I'm going to show you something here quickly, right? So this is what I mean by vibe coding. Now, I recently did let me show you here. Let me see if you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen? Let me switch screen, switch screen. Okay, let me see what we're looking at. What are we looking at? Okay, so here we go right here, right? So this is this is a what do you call it? This is a prompt that I just did recently, right? I created a trivia game, right? A trivia game. So interactive trivia game. Now I want to show you something. This is what you call the prompt. So this is the prompt that I gave the AI, right? I was very meticulous, very specific, very thorough with my output. I mean, with my input, with my prompt, because it's all prompt. You give it a prompt and then it will give you the output. So in this case, the output that it gave me a trivia game. Now, but I was very specific. This is what I said, right? You are an expert AI game designer. Your task is to create a fully interactive, mobile-friendly web-based trivia game. The game should support multiple categories. So I was very thorough, very meticulous, very fastidious in terms of what I was asking for. As you can see here, right, I left nothing unturned, right? I was very specific in terms of my output because listen, AI is free, everybody's using it, but not everybody's getting the same output, right? You're only as good as your prompt. The AI can do anything you want it to do, but if you're vague in your prompt, you're gonna get vague output. So see, very specific, and then here's the output, right? So it gave me a game. Game was functional, right? It adhered to my instruction, right? Everything, right? So the game here's right. As you can see, the game was very right. So let me just go through this quickly, right? It had 10 questions. So let's go next question, and then at the end, well, I'm just gonna go through this quickly so you can see what I'm talking about, right? So this is what I'm talking about, right? You have to be very specific. So I want to show you how to be specific. You have to be so now this is what I was saying. So let me go back here. Let me see if I can actually show you the game full screen, right? I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can share it full screen, right? Because it's all about output, right? Prompting one-on-one. This is what we call prompt engineering, right? So here's the game. All right, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so here's the game. Show me what I'm looking at. Okay, boom. So here's the game, right? That I created, right? I gave it the prompt. I was very specific. I was very specific. I was not vague. This is what I wanted, right? And then the AI, right, gave me the output. So now let me show you something else. So I'm gonna do something live right now. I'm gonna create another Let me just quit this for a second. Okay, we're going to stop. Okay, so I'm going to create something else, right? I'm going to create something live right now so you can see what I mean by being specific, right? So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen here. Listen, as a small business owner, if you're trying to start a business, you need to start playing around with AI right now. You need to start. Now, I do have a training session, right? If you want to contact me for one-on-one training, you can contact me. I also have I'm going to be doing workshops, and I also want to be doing some tutorials as well. So look out for that, right? I'm going to be teaching you how to prompt one-on-one. So let me show you something, right? We're going to do something live right now. So this is live, right? So I'm going to create another game. Let's say I want to show you the difference in prompting with your prompt, because the AI can give you what you want or what you're looking for. But if you're vague, it's going to give you a vague output. So let's just create a trivia game. Create it, right? Trivia game. So let me show you something. So this is a vague prompt right here, right? Very vague. There's no specifics. There's no detail. There's no structure. There's no layout. I'm not directing the AI. I'm just giving it a vague prompt. So when you give it a vague prompt, you get a vague answer. So, right? So create a trivia game. So let me hit enter. All right, so it's gonna go to work, it's gonna cook, it's gonna do its thing. Okay, I'll be happy to create you, blah, blah, blah. So you see, when you're vague, it's gonna steer you, but when you're vague, it's gonna try to understand it's gonna try to extract as much detail as possible, because it's looking at it like, this is a vague prompt. Like, you want me to create a trivia game, but you haven't really given me any detail. So now it's prompting you back. It's like, okay, what would you like? So as you can see here, right? So this was the basic prompt that I gave it, right? So now the AI is coming back. Is like, okay, I'll be happy to create a trivia game for you. To make it engaging and tailored to your preferences, I would like to know a bit more about what trivia game you're interested in. So you see, when you're vague, it's going to try to prompt you as much to get as much answer from you before it can actually proceed. Okay, would you like a specific theme, sports, movie, general knowledge? Okay, so let's say all particular difficulty level, a certain, right? Let's say all of the above, right? Let's just say all of the above, right? Okay, all right, and then we're gonna hit enter. Okay, now we're gonna let the AI cook for us. So I'll need to ask some more clarification. Okay, you see, when you're vague, it needs clarification. You see, so that's why you need to understand. You need to know how to communicate with the AI platform, right? Because you see, even though I said all of the above, it's still asking me for some more clarification question. Okay, I need to ask some more clarification question to create the best possible trivia game for you. When you said all of the above, I'm not sure which specific option you prefer, or you prefer for each category. You see, when you're vague, even the AI doesn't even know what you want. So that's why you need to be very specific with your prompt, with your input, so you can get the outcome that you're looking for. Okay, so could you please specify your preference for trivia game, for example? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's just say all of this, right? We're going to do all of the above here. So theme. So say for one, right? I'm just going to say for one, and we're going to use all that. For two, we're going to use level. We're going to use all of them. Hard. Okay, because I'm showing you, right? Because if you're vague, you're going to get a vague response. So the AI is trying to extract as much information as possible. Number of questions, okay, and then number of questions. Let's say 10. All right, and then number 4, format. Would you prefer multiple choice, true and false? Okay, for number 4, let's just say all of the above. All of the above. Listen, you have to know what's going on. This is the future of business. This is the future of work. This is the future of how to communicate with computers, right? Right. So let's say all of the above. Okay. Now let's see if it has enough information for it to make a. Okay, thanks for providing the detail. I'll create a 10-question survey. Okay, so now it's getting back. So you see, now it's cooking. So now it got some information. You know, it extracted some information from me. Now it's creating the game. So as you can see here, even though it was trying to get as much information from me, it's still vague because I wasn't really specific, right? So let it cook. As I said, let the AI cook, right? We're gonna come back to that. Now let me share my screen again so I can show you the output that I was talking about, right? So I'm going to share my screen again here. Okay, let me go back to the other trivia game that I created earlier on that was very specific, right, in terms of my output, right? So let's go back here. Okay, let's share that screen. If y'all can see the screen here. Okay, you're sharing the screen, show me. Okay, so I'm sharing this screen right here. Hopefully y'all can see it. Just make sure everybody can see it. So here, okay, so you see, this is what I did earlier on. This is what I was talking about. So this is the prompt that I gave. I did this trivia game earlier this morning when I did a video, but I was very specific in my prompt, right? This is what I want. Once you're an expert AI game designer, your task is to create a fully interactive, mobile-friendly, web-based trivia game. The game should support multiple choice. You see, multiple choice, right? You give it the difference, right? Difficulty level, time question, immediate, right? And then the game structure. So I was able to give it the game structure, right? The game loop, and then, right? So very, very specific, right? And then I gave it some examples. Okay, so this is the example. When you ask a question, give feedback, and so on. So you see, when I did this earlier, the AI understood what I was trying to say, right? It didn't even ask for follow-up questions. So you see, it didn't even bother asking for. So before I proceed generating the code, I should mention that this above, blah, 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 boom. And then it just went in. It just started. It didn't ask me any follow-up question because I was very, very specific with my prompt in terms of what I wanted, right? You see? Enter the prompt, and it didn't even ask me any follow-up question because it knew, right? It had all the data that it needed to produce the output that I was looking for. So that's the key to prompting. Prompting one-on-one is you have to be very specific in terms of what you want, very detailed when you are interacting with AI, right? So let me see here, right? I'm just going to check to see if it's still cooking. Okay, so it's done. It's finished cooking. So let me share my screen. Let me listen. This is the future of business, right? You have to know what's going on, otherwise you're going to be left behind, right? So it finished, right? So let's go back here. So here's the game, right? So it created a game. It's called the Ultimate Trivia Challenge. And then let's see if it's functional. So, right, test your knowledge across sports, movie, history, and knowledge, right? So let's start the quiz. So 10 question, mixed difficulties, multiple choice. So let's see. Is it working? Oops, it's not even working because, right? Okay, right? So it's not functioning, right? See, when you're vague, you get vague response, even, right? So let's just say it's not working. Right, it's not working. Okay, because we're gonna do it again because it's not working, right? Because I checked. Let's see here, right? Yep, it's not working. It's not working because the vague, right? The prompt was too vague. When you vague prompt equals a non-functioning game. So let it cook again, right? Let it go and fix it so it goes back. I'm sorry to hear that the trivia game isn't working for you. So it's gonna go back and then fix that for us, right? So let me come back here. Right. So listen, if you're a small business owner, you need to start playing around with AI. You need to understand how to use AI. Prompting is very important. How to talk to AI, because listen, AI can do whatever you want for you. It can produce whatever it is you want it to produce. You want a landing page, you want a website, you want what do you want? You want an interactive website, you want a logo, you want whatever you want, whatever you can think about. AI can produce that for you, right? You are only limited by your imagination and your prompting skill, your ability to prompt the AI to give it as much data, as much information, as much context as possible so you can get the desired output. That's the only thing that's limiting you, right? So that's why, listen, I'm going to be doing training, workshops, showing you how to prompt the AI properly, right? So that's why I call this video here Prompting 101. Right? AI for small businesses, right? AI for small businesses, vibe coding 101, how to prompt it. I'm going to leave my link below if you want to contact me for one-on-one training so I can show you how to prompt, how to direct the AI to produce the outcome that you are looking for. You give it an input and then it gives you the output that you're looking for, right? So you can get consistent output in and out because you understand prompting 101. Because if you don't know how to prompt it, guess what? Somebody else who knows how to prompt it, I know how to prompt it, I will always get the result that I'm asking for, right? Because you see, we're all using AI. ChatGPT is free. right? This platform that I'm using is free, but the output is not the same, right? Because it's based on your level of understanding of how the technology is designed, how to communicate with the technology. So listen, you got to get ready. You got to be ready. You have to start understanding how to play this game, right? So let's see if I can, if it's ready for us. Is it ready for us? Is it ready for us? Okay, looks like it's ready for us. So I'm going to go back to it. Let me share my screen. Right, I'm multitasking right now, going back between screens. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, let me make sure, is everything good here? Okay, so let's go back to AI. So, okay, so it corrected it, right? Let me see. Did they make any correction, any modification? All right. Okay, how did you? Okay, so let's check. Let's check. Let's check here. Let us check. Let us check. Okay, where is it? How to play? Here's a base. Oh, here's a text-based version. You can play right in your conversation after a question. I'll review it. No, I don't want you to reveal what's going on with AI. You see, that's why you got to be very specific, because now it didn't even. Okay, how many did you get right? No, I wanted you to create the game. All right. You see, when you're vague with your prompt, the AI, it goes off on a tangent. You know, it starts doing its own thing. No, I said recreate. What we want is create the web-based trivia game. All right. We want the web-based trivia game. We don't want this. We don't want this. This is not what we want. You see, this is the importance of understanding how to communicate, right? Because some people, once you get this, then you get frustrated, right? It's like, oh, that's not what I wanted. But no, you see, it's communication, it's prompting, right? So you see, it's going back. Let me see here, right? Because I told it, no, I don't want this. Okay, I'll create a web-based trivia game for you now. Okay, for you now. Let me build a more robust version that should work. Yeah, that's what we wanted. We wanted a web base. We don't want this text stuff because they gave me this here, right? I'm like, no, this is not what we want. We want something that we can play online. So right now it's cooking. Let's let it cook. Let's let it, right while it's doing that, I want to charge, let me charge my battery because my phone is about, I mean, my computer is about to shut down. So let me recharge that. But you see, as you can see here, so this is what we call vibe coding. The computer or the laptop is doing all the heavy lifting, right? It's creating the code, it's designing the website with there's no human in the loop. There's no human involvement, right? Because now, see, I want you to start thinking. You can give it a prompt, a command, create a landing page for me, and let it do its thing. You go about your day, go to work, go do whatever it is that you got to do, and the AI is coding it on your behalf. That's where the term vibe coding comes in. The AI is doing the heavy lifting for you. You just give it the prompt, you just give it the command, and now the AI is busy, right? It's creating the work for you, right? So now let me what are we gonna do? Okay, all right. So here we go. Let's see now. Is it still going? Okay, it's still going. No, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Is it finished? All right. So let's test it now, right? Unlimited mixed trivia challenge. How to play. Okay, so it did that, but now let's check. Is it gonna work? Okay, so there we go. Right, it works, right? So now I'm gonna maximize the screen, right? Okay, does it work? Blah blah blah. Easy, correct. Okay. Which actor played in the Iron Man Marvel cinematic universe? Iron Man. Who's Iron Man? Donnie? Yeah, it's Robert Downey, right? Robert Downey Jr. Okay. So okay, well, what year did the Berlin Wall fall? It's like 1940, after World War III, right? Is it? Man, I don't even remember. Yeah. So right. So yeah, but that's it. So let me what we're gonna let me see. Let me stop sharing the screen here so I can maximize it full screen, and then so you guys can see it, right? But listen, I'm doing this live, direct for you. I want you to start thinking of the possibilities. I want you to start imagining what AI can create for you, for your business. You can automate your whole business. AI is going to be doing the workflow, and it's going to be posting for you, is creating websites, landing pages, is creating apps for you. This is the era, the agentic era, the AI agent era, right? But you need somebody to train you, to show you the ins and outs. That's why I'm here. I'm here to show you. If you want training session, you can contact me. My information is going to be in the link. It's going to be in the comment section. It's also going to be in the description section. I have training and workshop that I'm putting together. I'm putting together an online membership community so I can show you step by step how to play this game. Okay. So let's go back to that game. Okay. Let's go back to our game. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Just I want to put it full screen. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. So it actually, it works, right? There we go. So you see, you got to be very, your prompt, you got to be very thorough. You got to be very meticulous with your prompt, right? Okay, play the trivia game, right? But even that, it's not allowing me to select the difficulty level, right? Or maybe let's see, is it going to allow you? Okay, this is easy. Slam dunk, okay. All right, so we go next. Go next, right? I'm just gonna go through it all because I want to see what the 1989. Okay, I want to see what it looks like. What the final page looks. What country has won the FIFA World Cup tournament? Brazil. Okay. In the animated feature film, true. Oh, incorrect. Okay, so I just want to go through it. Civilization built the Inca. Okay, let's go through it. Let's go. Okay, let me just. Okay, and then one more question. Okay, let's just see if it's gonna work. I just want to see what the last page looks like. Okay, which was the first president? George Washington. Yeah, okay, so here's the last page, right? It's the summary page. It tells you how many. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I was sharing that screen. Oh, I wasn't sharing the screen. I was not sharing the screen. Okay, my apology, people, right? I realized I was not sharing the screen. Okay, so here's the screen that I was sharing. Okay, let me go back to it. Okay, so here's the screen. My apology. I was not sharing the screen, right? Okay, so I was saying the game is working, right? So here's the game. Okay, next question. Which actor played Iron Man? Okay, all right. Okay, what is the Berlin? It's like 1980, 1986. Oh, 1989. Okay, agreement is true. Okay. Okay, which country has won the World Cup? FIFA. Okay, false. Which civilization? I think is the Inca. I'm just going through it quickly so you can see the last page. Okay, submit, and then submit. Next question. George Washington. Okay, so here it is. So here's the last page. Trivia challenge result, right? So you got 7 out of 10 questions correctly. And then, right? So you see, that's AI, right? The more detail you are with your prompt, the better the output, right? And then you can steer it, you can direct it to whatever it is that you want. Now, also, right, like you can there's so many things you can do with AI, right? Like I just don't know what to tell you anymore, right? Because it's just at this point, if you're not playing around with it, if you're not using it, if you're not testing it, you're going to be left behind because the way this technology is evolving, it's evolving so fast. It's evolving at a fast rate. Like it's just rapidly evolving, right? Today and then tomorrow there's a new AI or it's going to self-improve itself. So you need to be ready, right? So AI for small business, AI for biz, vibe coding 101. You need to be ready. As I said, I'm going to leave my link below, right? I got some trainings that I have coming up, workshop. It's going to be online. If you want to contact me for one-on-one training for, right? So if you want to discuss, because this is also something that I'm going to be talking about. Let me show you here, right? I'll be talking about here, right? So we're going to be talking about business model because, let me put it big. Yeah, all right. So we're going to be talking about the business model canvas as well, because you see, AI can automate, it can scale your whole entire business, right? It's the question now, what you have to understand your business model. What is your business model? What is your key activity? What is your value proposition? What is it that you want the AI to create? And what's the value on whatever it is that you create? You can create an app, you can create a website, right? So you got to start asking these questions. Okay, I want the AI to create this app, this website, and this is the value proposition. This is what I'm trying to solve. Who's my customer segment? Who do I see using this new AI tool that I'm going to be creating, or this new AI app, this new AI website, right? And then the revenue stream. How are you going to monetize on that? On that app or website, whatever it is, that AI, because AI can create any. Listen, at this point, you have to know that AI can create whatever it is that you want it to create. It's a question of, do you have a value proposition? Do you have a customer segment? Do you have a strategy to monetize it, revenue stream, right? Because we're at a point where AI can create whatever you want it to create. Right? That's what we call it. That's what the term vibe coding comes from, right? That's what the term vibe coding means. AI will create whatever it is that you want it to create. So listen, I think I'm going to end it here, right? As I said, I have some training coming up, right? So I'm going to leave the link below to those of you that want to, do the training. I have some training coming up. Let me see here. Okay, I have the whiteboard here. This is my whiteboard. Just want to bring up my whiteboard. Here's the whiteboard. So yeah, so my whiteboard, I wanted to mention, I think everything is good. Yeah, so I got training coming up very soon. If you want to contact me, you can contact me. Let me just clear the whiteboard here. Vibe coding 101. All right, so I'm gonna let me see if I can put my website here, right? So it's AI BizFactory, AIBizFactory.com. That's the website, AIBizFactory.com. And then the email address is, you can send me an email at training at AIBizFactory.com, right? So training at AIBizFactory.com. But I'm also going to leave the link below as well, right? To those of you that want the link. But listen, until then, hopefully this was educational for you. Prompting 101. It's all about prompt. So when you are interacting with these AI software, these AI platforms, these AI online platforms, it's all about prompt. It's how you prompt it, right? It's the more detail you give it, the better it is. So listen, I'm out of here. I will see you all in the next video. I am out.